Time to head off on another epic adventure. Anthony always gets really excited to hit the road. We're always surprised at the views we see along the way. Most of the time we don't even have to stop to see it, but this time we chose to stop to see Little Mount Rushmore, the Statue of Liberty, the Sphinx, and Easter Island, all carved into this sandstone. It was pretty cool. After eating lunch with these great views, it was time to head to our first campsite, which was our favorite. It's called Lone Rock in Lake Powell, and we're right on the border of where we needed to be for our first adventure. We made some spaghetti, so we had some easy meals. The next day we got up bright and early to head to our first adventure, Antelope Ridge Adventure Park. We were going to do the first Via Ferrata in a slot canyon, and we've never rappelled before. So we were going to rappel down in, very first time for both of us, at almost 60 and almost 59 years old. So if we can do it, anybody can do it. They do have this safety harness. You can see it's blue over here. So even if you were to mess up or not know what you're doing with your brake on the right hand, the safety harness would catch you. So pretty much anybody can do this. I have a fear of heights, and I did it with no problem. There I am. Pretty cool, first time down. There's actually 3 rappels on this hike, and each one had various levels of difficulty. This was our second one we went through, gaining confidence with each rappel. Then it was time to make our way to the only Via Ferrata in a slot canyon in the entire world. Safety is a top priority, where you have 2 carabiners to make sure you are clamped in at all times. As you maneuver your way through the incredible gold waves of the Antelope Canyon. We made our way through the narrow slot canyon to the final rappel, which was 70 feet down. We'd gained so much confidence, he said if we wanted to, we can Tom Cruise our way down. So of course we did. If you're looking for an adventure of a lifetime, we cannot recommend this one enough. After we were finished, we were pretty exhausted, and on the way home, Anthony thought we were going straight back to the campsite, but I knew of a secret spot behind a Shell gas station in Page, Arizona that I wanted to take us to. I can't say he was really happy about it because we did have to climb up some deep sand. It's a short walk though, so it wasn't too bad. Come on, check out these views. Definitely worth it. Here's a behind the scenes look. When you walk in, you stand against the wall and then you look out to get the shot. But you can see the gas station is just right down there. After that, Anthony got rewarded with a nice relaxing day back at the campground. How was your breakfast?
Good.
So we're having a quick breakfast before we head out to our next campsite, which is going to be closer to our next adventure. And hopefully there's campsites available. The plan is to stay at Lee's Ferry Campground so that we can head off on our pack rafting trip the next day. We stopped at Horseshoe Bend to get an overlook view of where we might want to camp on the river. So we're out here trying to scope out our campground for tomorrow night to see where we want to stay. There he is, there's my guy. There's one down here. You can see the boats coming in. So we'll see, we're still looking. I think we found our spot right in the center there. So we had to stop and pay our fees here before we head in. Right here. So we're almost there. We're going to Lee's Ferry. They had us buy the camping pass before we even know if we can get a camp spot, but it was 26 bucks. $20 boat fee to be on the river for a permit. So, and then we have America the Beautiful Pass, so we're covered there. There ended up being a lot of spots, and we actually got a view spot, so we were really excited, even though it was only one night. Currently in the process of trying to figure out how we're going to fit everything in the boat. We kind of did a dry run, but now we're coming down to the wire here. So we got everything out. This was our dry run at home. All right. Can't set up camp because we're leaving so early in the morning. We haven't been able to at all. But look how beautiful.
That's so cool. Getting ready to put our meat on soon. We're gonna have filet mignon, our last camp night, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Those hills are really cool behind you. Okay, so nothing fancy. We just got here. We're trying to get ready for the next day. We're not even setting up camp, right?
Fancy.
That's fancy because you got filet mignon. This is what he cooked up for us.
The next morning, he had to drop all of our stuff off at the dock at like 5:45. So Anthony was getting everything all ready, where I went back to the long-term parking and ran back so that we could be on the boat by 6 o'clock. The awesome backhaul service we used was Kayak Horseshoe Bend, who takes you upriver with these amazing views and drops you off at the dam. From here, we did a 15-mile, 2-day overnight camp float kayak trip back down the river.
How are you liking it?
It's fun. It's only at a part where we don't have to paddle as much. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's flowing. Now it's the float part. You could tell we were paddling a lot at first, but now we can float a bit.
It's good though. It's beautiful out here.
Yeah, we got the early morning shift, and it was worth it. We saw the horses grazing, the wild horses. We had the whole place to ourselves. So we pulled off here. This is a trail to go see petroglyphs right off the water here. So let's go find them. We just finished the petroglyphs. Let's keep walking. And we're gonna head back. What are we doing next?
Horseshoe Bend. I think we're gonna set up camp.
And what time is it?
We got 11:03.
Early camp.
Yeah, we can keep going if you want.
I don't know. It's kind of cool to stay there, right?
Yeah.
We made it to Horseshoe Bend. This is our campground for the night. We're right at the main part of Horseshoe Bend. This is where we're going to be. You can see all the birds up here and all the peoples.
Can't believe we have the entire place to ourselves. After resting, we decided we needed to hike up above and check out the whole area that we looked down on from Horseshoe Bend. We made it back just in time to cook dinner. We're not used to these packaged kind of dinners because we travel in our van so we can cook. So this ought to be pretty interesting. And before we knew it, it was time for bed.
So what's going on with you over here?
Sucks.
What's the matter?
I don't like this.
What's wrong with you?
It's in a confined area.
And you
I
have?
got a stupid thing on my feet right there.
And you have what? What do you got? What kind of disease you got? What kind of mental
I'm
health?
a little claustrophobic.
So it's the morning after our big sleepover.
Yep.
Camping in a tent again, which we haven't done in a long time.
Slept in a baby tent. It was rough. I'm a little claustrophobic, so it was a little rough for me. I woke up a couple times, like staring at the ceiling. I was able to fall asleep, so thank God. A lot of praying.
Yeah. So we're like getting on early and kind of cloudy and windy. We're trying to beat the wind. We don't know what the weather is because we don't have service. So, but overall, what do you think so far?
No, it's been an awesome trip. It's beautiful. It's a once in a lifetime experience we're doing, and it was cool. We camped at Horseshoe Bend. I mean, how many people
Right
can say
below
that?
us, yeah.
So it was pretty awesome. And we're on the Colorado River, enjoying the river. Yeah, it's good.
Yep. Well, today looks a little different than yesterday. We are paddling in the rain. Where are you at?
On the shoreline of the Colorado River.
What are you doing?
Trying to let the rain go through, waiting it out.
So here we are. We're sitting in our boat. And we were trying to paddle through it, but it just kept coming down. So we got our tent tarp cover and just have it over us. And this is part of our adventure. He loves being in confined spaces. So we survived the rainstorm. barely. Tone was almost wanting to get rescued. But I said no, he was feeling hypothermic.
She told me I was hypothermic.
No, I didn't. I said we have to be careful of it, but then he thought he was hypothermic, so he's like, we're going to have to get rescued.
Like a soaking wet jacket on, and
Yeah.
I couldn't stop shaking. And Lisa gave me her jacket.
Yeah, he never...
It's tight, okay. Shows
Oh.
off the muscles.
He never packs appropriately. I try and tell him. All weather. Doesn't listen to me. But we made it through. We put our tent cover up over our head. We have some footage of that for you. And didn't help with his claustrophobic issues, but got him covered in a blanket, and he's all good. We had him covered, so he's safe. So now it's...
We actually did our scripture studies
Yeah.
while we were waiting, so that
It worked out perfect. The minute we finished our scripture studies, what happened?
was great.
Yeah, I did. Can't get my hat out of your way. Yeah, so now we're just doing the last, we have 5 miles left. So we're on the last 5 miles of our trek, waited out the rain, and we've got some kind of you could see it's like kind of floating us today a lot better than it was yesterday. Yesterday we had to do a lot of work, and today we're getting to do the float part. So the river must be a little bit higher. So we got off to stretch our legs for the last little bit, and we didn't realize we're there. It's right there. Home base. We completed it. 15-mile river trek.
This ended up being one of our best van life road trips ever, but we were so happy to be back in the comfort of our pleasure way home on wheels.